His friends and family suggested that he should remarry, thinking it would be good for him and his sons to have a mother figure around. After thinking it over, Baba Yemi decided to follow their advice. He married Mama Dayo, a younger woman from a nearby village. He hoped she would bring some energy back into his life. He ate it, and soon started feeling very ill. Mama Dayo realized what she had done, but it was too late. Dayo passed away a few hours later, leaving Mama Dayo overwhelmed with sorrow and regret. Baba Yemi's life changed completely after his dear wife, Mama Yemi, passed away. She was his everything, and losing her left a huge emptiness in his heart. His two sons, Yemi and Kunle, were all he had left to remind him of her. They meant the world to him, and he worked hard to take care of them and keep them happy. As time went by, Baba Yemi started to feel really lonely. His friends and family suggested that he should remarry, thinking it would be good for him and his sons to have a mother figure around. After thinking it over, Baba Yemi decided to follow their advice. He married Mama Dayo, a younger woman from a nearby village. He hoped she would bring some energy back into his life. At first, everything seemed okay. Mama Dayo was kind to Yemi and Kunle, and they were getting used to having her as their new mom. But soon, things began to change. Mama Dayo had her own son, Dayo, who came to live with them. It quickly became clear that she treated Dayo better than Yemi and Kunle. She would give him the tastiest food, the nicest clothes, and all her attention, while Yemi and Kunle felt ignored. Yemi and Kunle tried to talk to their dad about how they felt, but he told them to be patient and understanding. He believed that Mama Dayo just needed more time to adjust, and that things would improve. Unfortunately, things only got worse. Mama Dayo's treatment of Yemi and Kunle became increasingly harsh. She would hit them for no reason and refuse to give them food and other essential things. Baba Yemi seemed completely unaware of what was happening, or maybe he just chose to look the other way. One day, Yemi and Kunle decided they couldn't take it anymore. They ran away, hoping to start fresh somewhere else. But they didn't get very far before Mama Dayo found them and dragged them back home, where she punished them severely. As time passed, Mama Dayo's actions grew even more unpredictable. She became convinced that Yemi and Kunle were trying to betray her, and she was determined to get rid of them for good. One day, she took a drastic step. She poisoned a meal, planning to harm Yemi and Kunle. However, in her rush, she forgot that Dayo would also be eating. She called everyone to the table, but just as they were about to eat, she suddenly remembered she needed something from the kitchen. In her confusion, she accidentally served the poisoned food only to Dayo. He ate it, and soon started feeling very ill. Mama Dayo realized what she had done, but it was too late. Dayo passed away a few hours later, leaving Mama Dayo overwhelmed with sorrow and regret. The police arrived and took Mama Dayo away, leaving Baba Yemi to deal with the aftermath. He was heartbroken over the loss of his stepson and couldn't believe that his wife could do something so terrible. He apologized deeply to Yemi and Kunle, admitting that he had let them down as a father. "My sons, I am truly sorry for everything you've endured," he said, tears rolling down his cheeks. "I should have protected you from your stepmother's cruelty. I promise to do better and be a good father to you from now on." Yemi and Kunle were left to cope with the trauma they had faced. They had narrowly escaped a terrible fate, and they knew they would always remember the fear they experienced because of their stepmother. Yemi and Kunle were determined to move forward, heal, and rebuild their lives. They realized they had each other, and their connection was stronger than ever. With their father's support, Yemi and Kunle started to put their lives back together. They went back to school and began making new friends. They also worked on reconnecting with their dad, who was eager to make up for the time they had lost. As the months passed, Yemi and Kunle began to feel better. Although they still had nightmares about their stepmother, those dreams were happening less often. They were starting to feel like their old selves again, the joyful and carefree boys they used to be. Baba Yemi felt thankful to see his sons smiling again. He knew he had let them down before, but he was committed to being a better father from that point on. The three of them found happiness together, appreciating the love and connection they shared. They understood that they had gone through a tough time, but they also realized they had emerged stronger from it. They learned to value the love and support they had for one another, and to never take their relationships for granted. As the years went by, Yemi and Kunle grew into strong and confident young men. They never forgot the important lessons they learned from their experiences with their stepmother, and they carried those lessons with them throughout their lives. Baba Yemi felt proud of the men his sons had become. He knew he had played a part in their growth, and he was thankful for the chance to be involved in their lives. One day, Yemi and Kunle decided to have a serious conversation with their father about their past. They wanted to understand why he had married their stepmother and allowed her to treat them poorly. Baba Yemi listened carefully to their questions and tried to explain. "My sons, I was feeling very lonely after your mother passed away," he said. "I thought that marrying your stepmother would bring some happiness and companionship into my life. But I was mistaken. I should have noticed the signs. I should have realized that she wasn't a good person. Instead, I let my own wishes cloud my judgment and ignored the red flags." Yemi and Kunle listened carefully to their father's words and understood him well. They recognized that he had made some mistakes, but they also saw that he had grown from them. "We forgive you, Dad," Yemi said, speaking for both him and Kunle. "We know you did your best with what you had back then. We're thankful for the lessons we've learned from everything. We've become stronger and wiser because of it." Baba Yemi felt a wave of emotion as he heard his sons speak. He realized he had been given another chance, and he was determined to make it count. "Thank you, my boys," he replied, his voice filled with gratitude. "Thank you for your forgiveness and understanding. I promise to always be there for you, to support and protect you. I love you both more than I can say." With that, the three of them embraced tightly, thankful for the love and connection they shared. They knew they would always stand by each other, no matter what challenges came their way. As the years passed, Yemi and Kunle became successful in their careers. Yemi became a doctor, and Kunle pursued a career in engineering. They both got married and started families of their own. Despite their busy lives, they always remembered the valuable lessons they learned from their stepmother about the significance of family, love, and forgiveness. Baba Yemi was proud to witness his sons grow into accomplished men and become fathers themselves. He cherished the moments spent with them and felt thankful to be part of their lives. He lived a long life, reaching the age of 90, and passed away peacefully surrounded by his family. Yemi and Kunle felt a deep sadness at the loss of their father, but they were thankful for all the time they shared with him. They found comfort in knowing he was in a better place, watching over them and their families. The journey of Yemi and Kunle highlights how important family, love, and forgiveness are. It teaches us that there is always hope for a brighter future even during tough times. It also reminds us that forgiveness can mend even the most painful wounds. Thank you for watching. Kindly share your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Also, click the notification button to get notified each time I post a new video. See you on my next video.